Guys, I wasn't planning to talk about this today, but after what I saw, I honestly had no choice. You know those moments when you're just scrolling, minding your business, maybe laughing at memes or pretending to be busy, and then one story hits up so hard that you have to stop and say, wait, what is really going on here? That was exactly how this whole thing started for me. I tried to ignore it. I really did. But the more I watched how people reacted, the more I realized this wasn't just another online gist. This one had layers. Deep layers. Let's start from the beginning, because context matters. Sonia Uche didn't wake up one morning and decide to trend for drama. No police report. No court judgment. No confirmed facts. Yet, somehow, her name became the center of a massive storm. And all it took were assumptions, screenshots taken out of context, and bloggers doing what bloggers sometimes do best, running with half stories like they were full truth. You know how it goes on social media. One vague post here. One cryptic story there. Somebody says, read between the lines, and suddenly everybody becomes a professional interpreter. Before anyone can ask basic questions like, who confirmed this, or does this even make sense, the narrative has already been written and accepted. And once the internet accepts a story, good luck. At that point, truth becomes optional. Feelings become facts. Loud voices win. Sonia found herself trapped in that exact situation, where perception became more powerful than reality. Social media is a strange place. One minute you're a beloved actress, the next minute you're public enemy number one. Everybody suddenly has an opinion. People who have never met you, never worked with you, never even watched your full interviews, are now confidently dragging your name like they know your entire life story. Families don't get spared. Personal choices don't get spared. Even silence becomes a crime. And the funny thing, most of the people shouting the loudest are doing it from their beds, with phone chargers beside them, sipping tea, completely detached from the damage they are causing. Now here's the painful part. Trying to explain yourself online is almost like walking into a trap with your eyes open. If you keep quiet, they'll say, you see, she's guilty. That's why she can't talk. If you speak up, they'll say, why is she explaining too much? She must be hiding something. So tell me, honestly, where exactly is the winning point? At what stage do you get fairness? Most times, you don't. The damage spreads faster than any clarification ever could. The internet doesn't reward patience. It doesn't reward truth. It rewards outrage. It rewards drama. It rewards anything that will make people click, comment, argue, and share. Whether someone gets hurt in the process. That one is secondary. That's why things escalate so fast. That's why situations that should be handled calmly turn into full-blown wars within hours. Everybody wants to be first. Nobody wants to be accurate. Then, something unexpected happened. Very dark man entered the conversation. And no, not with shouting. Not with insults. Not with dragging anybody's generation. He came calm. Almost too calm for the kind of chaos that was already on ground. People expected him to pick a side. That's what we're used to. Choose can't A or can't B, then start fighting. But he didn't do that. Instead, he zoomed out and spoke about the bigger issue, the culture. The pattern. The way rumors have become currency and destruction has become entertainment. That alone forced people to pause. Even if they didn't like him. even if they disagreed. Something about calm truth makes noise die down, whether people want to admit it or not. Now, while all of this was happening online, something else was happening quietly on a film set. No bloggers. No trending hashtags. Just real people and real emotions. It was a normal day on set. The kind of day nobody would remember if nothing happened. Rehearsals. Small jokes. Technical adjustments. Everybody just trying to do their job and go home. During rehearsal, Maurice was dealing with a mic issue. Anyone who has worked on set knows how frustrating technical problems can be. In that distracted moment, he replied in a tone that came out sharper than he intended. Just a few words. Nothing dramatic. To most people there, it was nothing. Stress. A moment. Life happens. But for Mommy Nancy, it landed differently. What people didn't know was that she had been carrying heavy emotional weight. Stress. Pressure. Things she hadn't shared. Things she had been strong through, the way mothers usually are. Quietly. Without complaint. So that one sharp tone, as small as it seemed, touched something deeper. It wasn't really about the words. It was about timing. It was about accumulated pain finally finding a crack to escape from. When filming started, she tried to push through. Because that's what professionals do. That's what strong people do. They smile, breathe, and keep going. But emotions don't always obey professionalism. Midway into the scene, the tears came. Not the cinematic kind. Not the controlled kind. Real tears. Heavy tears. The kind that surprise even the person crying. Everything stopped. The set went quiet in that uncomfortable way where nobody knows what to say or do. Confusion everywhere. Concern everywhere. That was when Maurice realized what had happened. You could see it on his face. That moment when your heart sinks because you suddenly understand the weight of something you said without thinking. Guilt. Regret. Shock. All mixed together. He wasn't shaken because he meant to hurt her. He was shaken because he never imagined he could. And that's where the connection between these two stories becomes clear. Whether it's Sonia online or Mommy Nancy on set, the lesson is the same. Words matter. Timing matters. Context matters. And most importantly, people are often carrying battles you know nothing about. A sharp comment online. A careless tone in person. To you, it might be nothing. To someone else, it might be the final straw. Empathy changes everything. It won't erase mistakes, but it can redirect the outcome. It can turn destruction into understanding. It can turn pain into healing. So next time you rush to judge, ask yourself, do I know the full story? Next time you type that comment, ask, would I say this to their face? Next time you speak in anger, ask, what if this person is already breaking? Because sometimes, it's not about what you said. It's about when you said it. And who you said it to. If this story made you pause, if it made you think, if it touched you even a little, don't just scroll past. Drop your thoughts. Share this with someone who needs the reminder. And stay with us, because conversations like this matter more than any trending drama.